Good morning, children. Welcome to Social Science class. Okay. I am sure you are all in good health. Okay. Dear children, we have completed two geography lessons. Do you remember the titles? The heading of the first lesson is Rocks and Soil. Second lesson, weather and climate. What is the heading of first lesson? Rocks and soil. Second lesson, weather and climate. Okay. Today we are going to learn about geography lesson 3, hydrologic cycle. What is the heading of the lesson? Hydrologic cycle. Okay. So hydro means water. Cycle means movement. So hydro means water, cycle means movement. So the continuous movement of water on the earth is called a hydrologic cycle or water cycle. What is a hydrologic cycle or water cycle? The continuous movement of water on the earth is called a hydrologic cycle or water cycle. What is the other name of hydrologic cycle? Water cycle. Okay. So now introduction. Okay. What is Water is one of the most important natural resources on the earth, isn't it? The earth is also called the blue planet. Why? It holds water in abundance. All of you know our planet Earth only have water facilities. Okay, so the earth is called as the blue planet because it holds water in abundance. Okay, all plants and animals need water for survival. Survival means to live. So all of you know all the plants, animals and human beings also, isn't it, need water for survival. Survival means to live. About 71 percentage of the earth's surface is covered by water. How many percentage of earth's surface is covered by water? 71 percentage of the earth's surface is covered by water. This water is available in three sources. Three sources means three forms. You see the picture here. They are in this much. Okay. Well, 71 percentage of the earth surface is covered by water. Okay. So this water is available in three sources. What is the source? Form. In three ways we are getting the water. How? They are the precipitation. What is the meaning of precipitation? Precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall. Precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall. So we are getting the water from the rainfall. Okay. Next, surface water. What is the meaning of surface water? On the earth surface we have, for example, oceans, rivers, lakes, pond, etc. They are the surface water and the groundwater, underground water. Okay. In these three forms or three surface, in three sources we are getting the water. Okay. They are the available. This water is available in three sources. They are precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall. Next, surface water and groundwater, isn't it? Groundwater means well boring, isn't it? From the underground we are taking the water. Okay. So here listen that most of the water, isn't it? Most of the water on the earth is saline and is found in seas and oceans, isn't it? Most of the water most of the water on the earth is saline. Saline means salt and is found seas and oceans. The salt water constitutes about 2 point that constitute about 97.2 percentage, and the fresh water is only about 2.8 percentage. Okay, see that how most of the water is in saline, isn't it? Most of the water on the earth is saline and is found in seas and oceans. The salt water is about 97.2 percentage and the fresh water is only about 2.8 percentage only fresh water. Fresh water means good water. See, the saline water how much percentage? 97.2 percentage. Okay. So the three important phases means stages of hydrologic cycle are evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Okay, see here they are giving. Okay, the three important phases of the hydrologic cycle are evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Okay, here that the important phases meaning the stages. What is the meaning of phases? Phases means stage. Okay, that is one evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. That evapotranspiration means evaporation and transpiration. That together evaporation and transpiration together only called evapotranspiration. Then precipitation means rainfall and runoff. So this water, the rain during the rainy season, rainfall, that little amount of water it is run on the surface. Surface means on the earth surface. So it is called runoff. So what are the three stages of the hydrologic cycle? Evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Runoff means moving, running on the surface of the earth. Okay. So evaporation and transpiration together only called evapotranspiration. Okay. Here that now first we are going to see about this evapotranspiration. Okay. So here the spaces means the stages, three stages. Okay. That only three stages of hydrologic cycle, that only evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Okay, but next they are giving here there are six main components in hydrologic cycle. Okay, components means part. Here three stages, this is six part. Okay, so there that is they are giving evapotranspiration, condensation, precipitation, infiltration, percolation and runoff. These are the six components. Components means part of hydrocycle. Here first we studied that three phases. Phases meaning three stages. Three stages are the evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Okay. First now we are going to learn about the evapotranspiration. Okay. That here that evapotranspiration meanings. What is the evapotranspiration? It is the meaning is what? Water is converted into water vapor. Evapotranspiration means that water is converted into water vapor. This evaporation takes place from the surface water and transpiration from the plant. Evaporation took place from the surface water and from the transpiration from the plants. Okay, so here that first here only there it is difficult to determine the evaporation and transpiration separately. Okay, it is a very difficult to determine. We determine or calculated the evaporation and transpiration, because evaporation take place from the surface water, isn't it? But here transpiration is from the transpiration from vegetations. So it is difficult to determines the transpiration and evaporation separately. So together they called evapotranspiration. Okay. So collectively it is called evapotranspiration. Okay. Now first we are going to see about that what is evaporation, what is transpiration. What is evaporation, what is transpiration. Okay, first that evaporation. It is defined as the total loss of water from the earth through evaporation from the surface water bodies and the transpiration from vegetation. Already I told, isn't it? It is defined as the total loss of water, isn't it? From the earth through evaporation from the surface water bodies and the transpiration from vegetation. Okay, surface water provide nearly 90 percentage of the moisture in the atmosphere through evaporation. Okay, surface water provide how much moisture means wet, isn't it? Moisture means wet. It provide nearly 90 percentage of the wet moisture in the atmosphere through evaporation, but and the remaining 10 percentage is contributed by plants through transpiration. So by among this total, the surface water provide how much? 90 percentage of the moisture, but that plants they provide contributed how much? Only 10 percentage through transpiration. Okay, that evaporation refers to the process in which the liquid form of water changes into gaseous forms. Okay, that evaporation refers to the process in which the liquid form of water changes into gaseous forms. Water boils. Okay, we can boil the waters at 100 degrees Celsius temperature, but it actually begins to evaporate at 0 degrees Celsius, isn't it? And the process take place very slowly. Okay, the rate of process take places very slowly. The rate of evaporation increases with, okay, already evaporation means the process in which the liquid form of water changes into gaseous form. That water boils at how many degrees Celsius? 100 degree Celsius temperature, but it actually begins to evaporate at 0 degree Celsius, and the process take place very slowly. The rate of evaporation increases with, here they are giving the rate of evaporation increases, okay, with the increase in wind speed. If the wind speed is increase, that evaporation also increase. Like that, increase in temperature, increase the extent of surface water bodies, and decrease the in humidity. This are the rate of evaporation by increasing. That when the wind speed increases or the temperature increases or the increase in the extent of water bodies, surface of the water bodies extent means that also. So in decreases in humidity, this it the rate of evaporation, this time only it increases. Okay, when if the wind speed is increase, evaporation also increase. If the temperature is increase, the evaporation also increase. Yeah, otherwise that increase the extent of surface water bodies, extent of surface water bodies. Okay, and decrease in humidity, that humidity, okay, decrease meanings also that evaporation increase. Then next, transpiration. Here they are given transpiration. Transpiration refers to the process in by which the water content in the plants are released meaning set free into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Transpiration. Okay, here that transpiration refers to the process by which the water content in the plants are released, set free, okay, into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Okay, the rate of transpiration is also affected by the temperature. Already we studied, isn't it, that increase the when evaporation increase, which times the wind speed increase, temperature increase, isn't it? No, like that here also, that rate of transpiration also affected by the temperature, wind, and humidity. Okay, the rate of transpiration is also affected by nature of vegetation and the method of cultivation of crops. The method of cultivation of crops also that transpiration refers, isn't it? So this much only about evaporation and transpiration. Okay, so next condensation. Okay, we will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.